Have you ever wondered why some people can make crazy transformation-like results in just a year or two, while other people spend 5 to 10 years in the gym and they barely make any results at all or any changes to their body? Well, this video is going to explain exactly why that happens. All right, so we're going to start this video off of me today. I just went out and worked out as hard as I could, and I am going to break down exactly what my mindset is, what my workout routine is, and how I'm able to make transformation like gains year after year, change my body, cut a ton of weight, or build a lot of muscle in just a year if I want to. So I've got 4 points here that I want to go over with you right now. And after this video is done, you're going to know exactly how you need to push yourself and why this matters and how it makes all the difference in the world when you're in the gym. So the first point that I want to point out is that you should always be trying to get more reps than you think you can manage to hit. So if you have in your workout plan, 3 sets of 10 for your bench press, then you want to try and hit 11 reps. You want to try and hit 12 reps. You want to try and hit 13 and a half reps. You want to try and hit every single rep that you can. You want to push yourself till failure. That's how I work out. That's how Arnold Schwarzenegger worked out, right? Is you want to constantly push your body to failure. We're not here to try to stick to any numbers. The numbers are just kind of a rep range. Now, if you're hitting way more than the number than you're trying to hit, then that's a clear sign that you should be moving up in weight. Okay, so if you're just constantly with the 20s, doing flies with 20s for a year, then it's no wonder you're not making much of a change. So hit as many flies as you can, and if you're supposed to only hit 10 flies and you're starting to hit 20 with the same weight, then that's a pretty telltale sign that you should be moving up. Now, if you just stick to that 10 reps every single day, then of course you're never going to move up, because why would you? If you watch any of my content or you're just interested in making a transformation to your own body and life, I have an accountability group on Discord. It's going to be the most popping thing here on YouTube. So why don't you go ahead, check that on the description. Click that link, join us. You can see me live twice a week doing coaching calls and just have general accountability as far as building that physique that you're looking for. No one's going to hold you accountable quite like yourself and other people that are trying to do the same thing. Okay, so as you can see, I'm doing 3 sets of flies here, 3 sets of incline dumbbell bench, and you can just see on my face, like I'm pushing myself, I'm not just sitting around just trying to push easy weights, get to that number, whatever. No, I'm focused. I'm fully focused. I'm trying to hit every single rep that I can. See, you can see how I just failed right there. So I tried to get an extra rep, and I failed, but I tried. And that's exactly the mentality you should be taking on with every single set that you have, with every exercise, every day, forever. And the second point that I wanted to go over with you is that you need to learn to love the pain. Every single rep that you give, that's the only way you're going to be able to push yourself to that extra half rep. The very last half rep that you can possibly get out in, whether it's a shoulder press, bench press, flies, it doesn't matter. You need to be able to learn to love the pain, because once you can learn to love the pain, then you can manage to try to pump out that extra last half rep. You can pump out 2, 3, 4 more reps than you initially would have. And if you're doing that with every set, with 4, 5, 6, 10 sets per workout, every workout per week for a year, multiple years, I guarantee you it's going to compound and you're going to see results very quickly. And another thing is like when I'm doing these, how do I learn to love the pain, right? Is I just focus on it. I don't try to avoid it. I try to get more of it. And this is what I tell a lot of my clients too, is when they're pushing themselves, it's like, your body can take the pain. It's your mind that can't. Really think about that for a second. Your body can take the pain, but your body cannot. Are you telling me that there's people out there who haven't gone through worse pain and you're stopping yourself because why? Because it hurts? Are you going to die? If you're not going to die, or you're not going to get critically injured, then continue pushing yourself. Matter of fact, I would almost go to the extreme and say, get to that point where you're about to injure yourself, because now you know the line not to cross. But most people watching this probably don't know where that line is in the first place. Every rep counts. Every single rep counts. Stay focused on every rep. You're not distracted by your phone or by other people. You're focused on what you can do right there. Because if you're going to go to the gym, if you're going to invest time, money, effort into doing that set, if you're actually going to go to the gym in your free time and do that set, don't you think you would want the maximum amount of output? Okay, so here I'm just pairing Arnold press, the great Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're pairing the Arnold press with heavy lateral raises to hit those lateral delts, get that broad shoulder look. Now we're moving on to the triceps. This is a full push day. We did chest, then we did shoulders, and now we're doing triceps. So we're doing classic bench dips. We're going nice and slow. We're rotating our shoulders and our hands all the way at the top, really squeezing those triceps. The third point that I wanted to really drive home in this video is to stay focused. I kind of mentioned that already. Do not let anything distract you. This is your time. You are there for you to get better. You're not there to play Xbox. Like you're not out there dating. Like you're in the gym hurting yourself. So make the best of it. Stay focused. Don't get distracted. And that's really it. Don't be on your phone. Don't be thinking about stuff except where you're at right there in the moment, hurting yourself, controlled as much as you can take. How much can you take? That's the question. That's up to you. That's a decision you have to make. Okay, right here, I'm just really trying to pound out those triceps and kill them out. We love the triceps. And the very last point that I wanted to go over in this video is the 80-20 rule for results. And this one's really interesting. This is kind of how I take on a mindset when I go into doing any workout. And so this is going to apply to all of you for all your workouts. The 80-20 rule, okay? So let's say you have 10 reps for bench press, right, that you're about to do. And we just talked about try to hit every last rep. So maybe you can get 11, maybe you can get 12, maybe you can get 20. I don't know, you got to try. But let's say you can only get 10. Like that's the maximum amount of reps you can get with, let's say, like 40-pound dumbbells, right? 10 of them. The last rep or two, the last 2 reps is going to account for 80% of your gains. Okay, let me say that again. The last 2 reps of that set are going to account for 80% of the gains that you have, period. So look at me right now. All those gains that I have accrued over the years have come because I've done those last couple of reps, last half rep, all of those sets for multiple years. Okay, it's not because I did the first 8. The first 8 were really just to tire my muscles out, get me to those last 2 reps. It was to tire me out to the point where I had to get to the point where I had to muscle it out. I had to figure out how to get the last 2 reps. So if you're cutting yourself off and you're stopping at 9 when you can get 11 or you can get 12, then you're really not going to grow. Okay, it's called the Pareto's distribution. It's just a part of nature. Right, so take on that mindset every time you go in there to push yourself. So stay focused on the 80-20 rule so you can push yourself that last couple of reps. And while you're doing that, just remember that the pain is good. Love the pain. Learn to love the pain. So just a recap. Number 1, get more reps than you think you can manage to get every single time you pick up a weight or decide to exercise, period. Next, learn to love the pain. Third, stay focused on your workout. You're there in the gym, stay focused. And the last one, remember the 80-20 rule. Every time you think you need to put the weights down because you're on rep 10, you know you can't get an extra rep. Well, ignore that part of your brain. Go for that extra last rep. Prove that you can't get that extra last rep. With everything that you have, try to get that extra last rep because you might be able to get 2 more. Now, if you guys like this content, go ahead, join the accountability group that I mentioned earlier. It's popping off in there. You can expect to see me in there twice a week doing live Q&A calls for coaching. So if you have any question regarding building a physique, any question regarding lifestyle, or just generally how to achieve what I have done with my life and how other guys are achieving the same thing in their life, go ahead, join this accountability group, hop on those calls, get some questions ready, chat with us. We would love to see you in there.